it's like I was saying. I mean, Sweeney looks at Danny and Derek and he sees that they're smart guys, and that's true, right? Even in the debates that they're having at the table and what they're saying, like
Hmm.
the movie. Now, what's interesting is the movie. I think does really try hard to make the people in the DOC seem like they're idiots.
Of course.
It really does do that, right? It makes it seem like Derek and Cameron are like the brain trust. All the rest of these guys are kind of like idiots,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And then when Derek goes to jail, Cameron sees Danny as the
The
2.0
successor,
version.
yeah.
Right. So like the movie does that. And even when Derek makes the comment, I would never associate myself with like a backwoods organization like the Ku Klux Klan.
Hmm.
It's almost like there's like this hierarchy, this intellectual hierarchy that's in there
Hmm.
on the education side, right? So there's like because Derek and Danny are smart, they're seen as a little bit different. And
Mm.
I think even Sweeney sees them as a little bit different because he's like, y'all are too smart to be doing something this stupid,
Yeah.
right? But the other thing is like I don't really know what um Sweeney is trying to get to in terms of re-educating Derek and Danny. Because of the way the movie ends, you don't see like all the rest of what American History X was going to be between Danny and Sweeney. Like
What could
what was
that have been?
Sweeney? Yeah, what was Sweeney trying to get Danny to see by making him write that story about Derek?
Yeah.
Or like I said before, what were the books that he gave Derek in jail?
It's
What was
alluded
that?
to that there were
What was
self-help books, and it was alluded
yeah?
to
What
that
was he
he was
reading?
he was trying to give Danny insight to the problems that Derek was dealing with and the outcomes
Yeah,
and where you could find
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like, and once again, this is, I admit, like for me, I know like I'm bringing a lot of my personal stuff to the movie, but I just feel like when it's so emotionally charged and it's racial at this level, you really got to be much more explicit because we're so programmed to see what we want to,
Mm.
especially when
Yeah.
it's in a relationship to black and white thing. So
No, you know what? It's food for thought, man. Definitely food for thought.
it
Let's get
is.
into this popcorn rating, though, man.
Yo, I'm giving it 4 boxes, man. I think it's a great film. Edward Norton is amazing in it. That's why he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor for it, right? Which was which is dope,
Yeah.
which is wild and dope at the same time. But yo, he's great in it, and the story is important. And there's stuff that you see in this film that you have not seen in other films since then. So on the surface of that, it's a movie that people should watch, and it's a movie that I like watching and I like talking about where I saw like the problems with it or the things that I would have wanted to see more of, like that's a part of me getting older and just kind of looking at it now from this stage. But 4 boxes, man, definitely go out and see it if you haven't already.
I'm with CJ. Dope movie. But here's my thing. I'm giving it 5 boxes. I think that this should be in the annals of great movies.
I agree.
Definitely think that this should be in the archives in Washington. Like um, where they supposedly put them in a keepsake.
The time capsule thing,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I definitely think that this should be up there as I open the show with the aliens and everything. Um, I do have some things that I'm like, but all in all, I'm going with 5 boxes.
There it is, man. There it is. So, Mr. Will, what is your hot take on American History X?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things about this movie that are dope, like I said, and one of the things that really stands out is, like I mentioned, Doctor